Hi, my name is Hamid. I'm an instructor at ASM Educational Center. We're located in Rockford, Maryland. Our phone number is 301-984-7400. And our website is www.asmed.com. Today I want to talk about EBS versus Instance Store. And also later on we'll talk a snapshot and its volume, okay? So let me show you what we have in this scenario. We're going to have a Sydney region, which is 192.168.0.0/16. Then I have that's VPC in this Sydney region. Then I have public subnet 1, which is 192.168.1.0/24, and another public subnet 2, 192.168.2.0/24. That's on my Sydney region. Let me show you what I have here. So when I go back to here, this is in Sydney. When I go to VPC, I just want to show what I have, okay? So you know what's going on. This is my VPCs, which I already created that. I have a default VPC, then I have a Sydney VPC, which is 192.168.0/16. Then inside that on the left side, when I create here, I have a bunch of subnets. You have a public subnet and another public subnet, 1.0 and 2.0, okay? So I just want to show what I have here now. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to talk about what's the difference between EBS and what? Instance storage, okay? We're going to create those and you're going to see the difference. Now, instance store volume are something called ephemeral storage, okay? Instance store volume cannot be stopped. Later on in the part of the lab, I'm going to use the instance store receive cannot be stopped. If underlying host fail, you will lose your data. That means if you use an instance store and you have information there, all your data will be lost, okay? EBS backed instance can be stopped. So if you have EBS volume or EBS EC2 instance, which we're going to do that, it can be stopped. You will not lose the data on the instance if it's stopped. You can reboot both of them, but you will not lose your data. That means you can reboot the instance store and what? The EBS, okay? That's that one. We're going to see that later, okay? By default, both root volume will be written on termination. However, for EBS volume, you can tell AWS to keep the root. So there's a check mark. It's later I'm going to show that there's a check mark that I can leave that check mark unchecked. I'm going to show that later. Okay. Now, when you go to the here, when I go to EC2 right now, I just want to show what I have right now. See, right now running instance nothing. I can create that, then I can go launch instance. I haven't done it, I'm going to do that. Now look at this, we have an instance, we have a spot request, reserve, and dedicated hosts. So what are those? See, Amazon EC2 provides scalable virtual server in the cloud. The virtual server can run different operating systems but most commonly run flavor of Linux or Windows, okay? So what that means, when I go launch instance right here, I have flavor of Linux, Red Hat, all the way down. Then I have what? Windows 2000 Server 2016, and so on. Windows 2017. So we have a bunch of flavor of that is, okay? Now, an instance virtual server is known as instance. That's the name called instance, and can be made of the different instance type or size. Now, pricing model. Again, we have reserve instance, we have on-demand instance, and the other one's what? Spot instance, okay? So, the one that we hear, if I go back to EC2 again, one more time, we have what? Instance, spot request, reserve, or what? Dedicated. So, there are different pricings that, okay? Right here. Reserve instance. Purchase reserve instance when you know the amount of usage you will be using for an instance. If an instance is needed 100% of the time, purchase reserve instance at the discount will reduce cost. So if you purchase reserve instance, it's going to be much cheaper. But if you want to do something else like a lab like that, you don't want to do this one. On-demand instance are used on demand and are paid by the hours. It's like what we're going to do on lab, on demand. If only needed an instance for an hour, only file for that. Spot instance, you bid on the unused instance for non-production. So this is when you can bid on that. Now, when we do this lab, you're going to see that we're going to have a volume versus snapshot. Volume exists on EBS. As soon as I create an instance, you're going to see volume. Okay, these are virtual hard disks. You can take snapshot on S3, and you can take snapshot of volume that is stored that volume on S3. Now, a snapshot are incremental. This means that only blocks that have changed since your last snapshot are moved to S3. So what does that mean? Let's say I have an EC2, I take a snapshot of that today. So that's that. Tomorrow, I add some more data, add some stuff to that. If I take another snapshot, it's going to be incremental. Okay? So it's going to be incremental. That's what that's it. If this is your first snapshot, it will take some time to create that. Okay? Now, then we have a bunch of other stuff. Security. Snapshot of encrypted volume are encrypted. So if I take a snapshot later on the lab, you're going to see that I can encrypt that. Now, again, if you snapshot encrypted volume are encrypted automatically. Okay? The volume restored from encrypted snapshot also is going to be encrypted. That means if my volume, I took a snapshot, if I want to restore, that's going to be what? Also encrypted. You can share a snapshot, but only if they're unencrypted. That means I can sell in the public. So if you go later on, I'm going to show you that right here. So when I go run an instance, launch instance, there are a bunch of what? Right here, market. If you want to sell on market, something like that, these are all what? Unencrypted. Why is that? Because encrypted is going to tie your key with your local stuff, local account. Okay. So these are called marketplaces. Okay. So that's for that one. All right. That's what we said right here. You can share a snapshot, but only if they are what? Unencrypted. This snapshot can be shared with other ASM account or made public of that. Okay. Now, to create a snapshot for Amazon EBS volume that serves as a root device, you should stop the instance before you do that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do lab. I'm going to go back to my diagram here. Again, I'm going to go back to here, start up what? One instance. First going to be volume. First going to be base of EBS. Then later I'm going to do what? Instance store. Okay. Then I'm going to do a bunch of snapshot and what? Show the volume. So that's what's in my lab. It says right here, now I'm going to do lab. I go to Sydney region. In here I have a VPC 192.168.0.0/16. Then we have two subnets, these. I go to EC2 and pick one Windows 2008 server with the EBS. Then I would see also on the volume section on the left side it has what? New volume. Okay? So let me go do that right now. So I go back again to my EC2. By the way, I have done all my routing. I have done all my, if I go to VPC, I just want to show you that I have done all of this as before. As last lab, I have done all my route table. I've done all of my IGW. I've done everything, okay? I have the Sydney IGW get out. I have done all the route table. I've done all of that, okay? I just want to let you know I've done this. And there's a video I've done this. The whole idea of this lab is about EBS and instance store. Okay, so I'm going to go back to my EC2 right here. Okay, then I'm going to say what? Launch what? Instance. So you see that this is called what? Amazon machine image. These are here. I'm going to pick something like Windows 2008 server, but I'm going to pick the free one. So I'll go down, that's 2012 server. Let's pick something cheap. That. Okay? So this is free. As you see that, I'm going to pick a what? EBS. I'm doing intentional EBS. Later I'm going to put instance store. I'm going to say select. Okay? So I'm going to pick the macro right here, free. And it says EBS only. Later I'm going to instance store. Okay? Then I'm going to say next configure. Here I'm going to put one. I'm going to put in my Sydney VPC. Then I'm going to pick what? One of the public. I'm going to put 192.168.10. That's my public subnet one is. Okay. I'm going to leave it enable. All of that. I am wrote none of this. Nothing. All of that. Then I'm going to say add what? Storage. Now watch this. Root. Right here. That's that. These are a bunch of the volume tab I have. Okay. Magnetic. All of that. But here's how I want to show that. See. This I can check it or what? Not check it. So if it's this is delete on termination. Just remember this section, okay? If it's unchecked, that means if I delete this instance, it's going to keep the what? Volume. But if I check this, that means if I delete the instance, everything is going to be gone. I can also add more volume if I want to add any volume, okay? See, I have EBS right now, but I'm not going to do that. So I'm just going to keep this as root volume, okay? Now look at it, when I add volume, I can make it what? The new volume, it can be encrypted, okay? But right now the root is not encrypted, so the new volume can be encrypted. So let me close this. Now I'm going to add tags. I'm going to say name. Here, I put in my notes, I'm going to give a name what? Right here. I had a name right here somewhere. Okay, I'm going to copy EBS Sydney 1. Okay, let's give it EBS Sydney 1. All right. Then secure group. I've created a secure group, but I'm going to pick this one because I want to have what? HTTP, HTTPS, RDP, and ICMP, because I want RDP to this guy right here. Okay, right here, review and launch. All right, this says that it's not blah blah blah, all that, we don't care. Then I'm going to say what? Launch. So this is summary. I'm going to launch it. Now here a bunch of keeper. I have Sydney Keeper and Sydney Keeper. You can download that one or make a new one. I'm going to pick Sydney Keeper what? 2, because I already have that. If you don't have it, let's say choose what? New keeper. I'm going to call that Sydney Keeper, let's say 3. Okay, I can say that. Download the keeper. So you're going to come down right here. Okay, I'm going to go here, showing folder, right, which is right here. I'm going to copy this. Then I'm going back. Let me see, launch instance. This is that. Then you're gonna go view instance. Now right now this is coming up, okay? So what I'm gonna paste that inside my notes, which I have right here, Amazon EDS. I'm gonna put it right here. There, what? Sydney. All right. Now watch this. It's very important. Right now is what? Is processing, provisioning. Okay. If I click refresh, if I highlight that one. See, I got a what? A public what? IP address right here. A public IP address. Now watch this. When I go to volume, same time I'm going to get what? A volume. This is key things. If this was instance store, which I'm going to do later on, you're not going to see here, okay? So right now this is my instance right here, and this is my what? Volume. Now this volume later on you can see that I can what? Attach it or detach a volume and attach to another instance, another what? Server. Okay, so right now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back to EC2 to my instance right here. Then what I'm going to do, I'm going to go what? Action, connect. Okay, now look at this. I can stop, reboot, or what? Terminate. Again, look at my notes. In the beginning I said that right here. It's very important, you gotta know this. The EBS volume instance can be what? Stop. The instance store later on volume cannot be stopped, which we're gonna see that later on, okay? But let me connect to it here right now. So I'm gonna connect. Alright, then I wanna get what? Password. I want a password. Okay, it's not available yet because still what? Provision. So we have to be patient. Let's wait again. Connect. First I'm going to download the what? About desktop, which is this 104. See, that's right, 104 right here. Then I want to get a password. Right now choose file. Then I'm going to go back to my folder, which was right here, Amazon this, and I want to pick what? Sydney Keeper what? 3. Number what? 3. Decrypt the password. So this is my password here. I'm going to copy that. Okay. Close. Then I'm going to double click this guy. I'm going to say connect. Now right now it's trying to connect. It's coming up, so we have to wait. Alright, so let's go back to my notes. So let's summarize what we did. Okay, back to here. I go to EC2 and pick Windows 2000 H7 with EBS. Then I will see also under volume section left side, I have a new volume. Now, after I log in, which I'm going to log in, I will go to Windows 2000 H server and rename it. I'm going to rename to new name. Then I will install Iis Web Server. Why is that? Because I want to show you something else in future. So I'm going to install Iis Web Server. Then I go to the C drive. You're going to see that inetpub www-root and create an index.html file and save it in this folder. Hint: make sure the extension in HTML is not .txt. Make sure you use the folder option to find the extension of that. All is turned off. I'm going to show you that later on. Now, after you install iOS, after you check everything, okay, then I'm going to go check it with the public IP address and make sure I can go to Google Chrome and also be able to see kind of home page. Okay, so we just have to wait. This comes up right now. It's coming, hasn't finished yet. Okay, so let's go back again. Again, the key is right now when you go to EC2, I see one running instance and also have one volume. Okay, right here, running instance is right here. Okay, and when I come down, I see that look at this is root device. Now if I click here, look at end of that 5CAEDC. okay, EBS, see, EBS 5CAEDS. Let's go to volume right here. If I click here, see 5CAEDS. So same volume is there, is here too. Now what can you do with this volume? I can do create snapshot. I can take copy of that too. Okay, also on EC2, watch this, later I'm going to do that. You're going to see that when I go to EC2 again, I can highlight this and then take image of that. Take image means, let's say after I finish the Iis Web Server, everything, you add the patches, you add all of these, this could be your base image. I can take image of that, so down the road if I want to have new instance like that, I have the copy of that. I don't have to reinstall everything like that. So what you can do, you can take image of that. Okay, so right now I'm still waiting this comes up. It hasn't come up yet. Okay, it's not yet, so we have to be a little patient. So let's just wait and that comes up. But let's see if I can ping that IP address. I'm going to highlight this. Oops, sorry about that. I want to make sure I can ping this IP address. Control C, ping, right click paste. See, I can ping that IP address. Why I can ping that IP address? Because when I go here, I have the inbound rules. I have a bunch of rules that allow me to do ICMP, TCP, and port 80. Okay, so all of this secure group has been created before that. Okay, so I have the access to that one as HTTP, because when I go here, look at this, when I go to here, right here, inbound, I create these rules, HTTP, RDP, all that security has been done. Outbound, by default, everything allowed. Inbound, you have to allow HTTP, RDP, ICMP, all of that. Okay. Now, if I edit this, watch this. If I click edit, let's say I remove the ICMP. Okay. If I save it, if I go here, is upper key -T, see that I cannot ping. Why is that? Because I remove ICMP. See that I cannot ping that. So let's go back again. I go back to inbound, click edit, click add rules, and here you're going to pick ICMP, all ICMP IPv4. Okay, custom source could be from anywhere like 000. That's safe. Okay, now if I look at here, see, now it's working. Okay, so let's see if my PC came up. Not yet, still It's thinking. A little bit takes time in this my machine laptop. So the next thing when I do after it comes up, after I log in, I will go to Windows 2008 Server and rename it. Then I will install what? Iis Web Server. Then I go to C inet pub www root and create what? Index.html file and save it in this folder. And in the content of that, make sure that it shows what? Index.html. Okay? So this should come up right now. Okay, let's just wait. Okay, this is working good. Every connection is good. We just have to wait. But let me go get my password again because I want to copy again the password again. My instance, right? I'll go back here, get the Windows password, get a password. Okay, choose file. This was this. This was that. Decrypt that, and this is my password is. So I'm going to copy this. Okay. All right. See here now comes a final. I'm going to remember these, and then I'm going to put what? Password. So that's my what? Password. So right now I'm logging to my what? Instance. Okay, which is Windows 2008 what? Server. Okay, see Windows 2000 Server R2. All right. Oops, I picked a data center. I didn't want to pick this, but it's no problem. So let's just wait. Then what I'm going to do, I'm going to rename these. Okay. Because right now you're going to see this. See, is this? You got the public IP address, which I got that, and it's 192.168.1 dot something. Right now we pick on public something number 1. So I'm going to go start. Okay, right click what? Computer properties. Okay, I'm going to say change again, and rename it. I'm going to call that EBS Sydney 1. Okay, so I'm going to rename Sydney. I'm sorry. Oops. So okay. Okay. Close. And then I'm going to what? Restart this PC. So when this comes up, I'm going to have a new name. Then I'm going to install what? Iis. Now why I want to do this, because I want to show you that when I install Iis, we have a home page. After it comes up, after home page everything's good, I'm going to stop it and take image of that. When you take image of that, you're going to see exact same thing as the first one. Okay, that's what said that. Okay, after I pick all of these, I'll make sure I can see my Iis installed. Then I'm going to take what? Now we'll go stop and take snapshot of EC2, and when I go, I see EC2 called what? EBS snapshot. In here I can extend blow on. I have image of that. Okay, so we're going to do that. Okay, look what happened when you create EBS image, and EBS snapshot will also be created from each of above. Okay, so let's just wait. Then we'll connect to this guy again. Oops, I already have it right here. I'm going to connect here. Let's see if I can ping it. Yes, I'm pinging right now, right? I'm going to connect here. Say yes. Okay, I'm connected right here. So see that the name has changed, EBS Sydney 1. Okay. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to start the server manager from here. Okay, so server manager is coming up right now. Let's just wait. It's going to do that whole process. I'm going to go to what? Server Manager first. There's something called what? Configure Iis. I want to turn this off because this kind of annoyance. This is where Microsoft Internet Explorer is. I'm going to turn off. I don't want to see that. Okay. So let it wait. Okay. Then what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to roles. Here we're going to install what? Iis. Again, if this was Linux, you can install Apache, but here I'm going to use Windows so you can see much better for later on when we take it what? Image everything. Alright, so we're just waiting for this comes up. There's no role here. See that? I'm going to add roles right here. I'm going to go next. Then I'm going to install what? A web server. Just this one, nothing else. Iis, okay? Next. That's fine. Next. That's the default. You want to have all of this. Next. And then what? We're going to install my Iis. Okay? So let's wait. This is installing. Okay. As soon as this is finished, okay, I gotta wait this late finish. Then when I go to C drive, so we just have to wait. Okay. So I'm going to pause the computer, the video, then we come back. Okay, almost finished. I'm not going to pause that. Right now it's almost finishing. Okay, let's just wait 2 more seconds. Okay, almost finished. Almost. Okay, the key thing, remember that whenever you create a EBS, you're gonna have a what? Volume. Okay. Later on, see, there's nothing snapshot right here. See, there's no snapshot. There's nothing here. There's no AMI. Later on, I'm gonna see some stuff here. Okay. So let's go back to here. All right. Okay, it's finished. Close. Okay, installation complete. Close. All right. When I minimize this, if I go to my what? Computer C drive right here, see, it's going to create a new folder called inetpub. Inside that one, I have something called www-root. That's my directory of web servers. Okay. So I'm going to double click this. I'm going to right click this as a new index.html. I'm going to open this and put some code there, very basic HTML. Alright, and this is EBS Sydney 1 web sites. Then I close it with the tag HTML. Okay, then I save it. Save. Now notice that it did not change to the IE. Why is that? Because as I mentioned my notes, you have to go right here, start search, and type in folder option. Right here, folder option right here. Watch this. You go here. There's something called view. Here's the trick. Hide extension for none. So you want to uncheck that. When I say OK, nicey.txt. See that? When I go right click, rename it, and get rid of what? Because it was hidden. Rename it, don't forget about that. And get rid of this. So that will be .html. Now it looks good. Now if I go put out this public IP address right here, okay, 13.210.142.104 in my internet. Again, I can copy this public IP address right here. Oops. Well, I gotta go EC2. I'm sorry about that. You go to EC2. You go to right here. Okay, if I highlight this, sorry about that. You right click and say, well, go, oops, sorry. You right click this, go to that website. See, you go to the website, right? See, this is the web server one. So life is what? Good, okay? All right. So that's for that one so far. So I created what? Now I go make sure that the IP address or the public IP is Internet Chrome, and you should be able to see kind of that. Now I go stop it and take a snapshot of what EC2. As we see that when I select EC2 call EBS1, in here I can extend the volume size. Let's give a name image of that. So I'm going to show what I'm talking about. So I'm going back to here, go back to this EC2 right here, instance, right? I'm going to what? Action, and I want to, right now I can stop, reboot that. Oops, I don't want to terminate, cancel. I don't want to do that. So I'm going to action, stop first. Okay, so I'm stopping right now this. Stopping. Let's just wait. Okay, we're just going to wait until it stop. Now look at this. Still I have my lovely what? Volume. Okay, the volume is still there. It hasn't gone there. It's not losing. Okay. All right. So I go back to my instance. Stopping still. Refresh. Okay, still stopping. Okay. After that's finished, then I'm going to do what? Image. Create what? Image. That's what I want to show you right now. So let's wait. Okay, stop. See, right now stop. Then I'm going to highlight that one as action. What? Image, create image. Now watch this. I can what? Increase the size of this. I can add what volume. I can change anything here. Okay, that's what I said in my note. Look at this. When I go stop and take a snapshot of this, as we see that I select the EC2 call, in here I can extend the volume size. Let's give this name. I'm going to call this image of EBS1. I'm going to copy this, Control C, and I'm going to give it this name. That's image name. That. Then I'm going to give that also as what? Description. Okay. I can add more volume if I want that. Blah, blah, blah. I can encrypt that. I can do all that good stuff. I can increase the size of that. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to what? Create image. Okay. The image has been what? Received. Okay. Now if I click here, view pending, now look at this. Under EMI I got that. So look at this. We have the volume, this was that. Now look at the snapshot. There's nothing here yet. See, there's nothing here. But what's happening, I have what? On instance, this is my original what? Instance. Then you're gonna have a new what? Machine. A new machine is coming up here. So I'm going to click name here, new, let's say machine, comes up. Okay. So let's just wait. This is finished. Okay. Volume, we have that. And see, now a snapshot also shows up. This is a snapshot of what? Did. So how I did that, let me go back again. This is very important to understand that. I went back to my instance right here. I highlight the instance, I say action, and say what? Image, create image. When the image is same as shows inside what? Snapshot right here. Okay, so I'm going to put the name. I said this is image of my what? Original EBS Sydney 1. Okay. All right, we got that. So let's go back to my notes. Now look what happened. When you create EBS image, an EBS snapshot will also be created for each of the above what value. Now I see that image of this under what? AMI. That's what I mentioned, which we're going to use right now. So under AMI, That's Amazon. You're going to see what? A new what? Still pending. Still what? Building that machine. It's building the whole machine. That's the key things, right? I want to make sure you understand, okay? Now I see that under AMI, also under snapshot under that. So what does it mean? I can have this as a baseline and start from this AMI. So that means you have a regular PC, you've done Iis, you install everything, you've done all that. Now you took a snapshot of that, right? I can get another instance EC2 with exact same software package. So what that means, I can take what? Another EC2 exact same software. Now I will go and start a new launch of EC2, but here I will use my AMI. Okay, so let's go back here. Let's make sure this is finished. Okay, this is good. Image is finished. Let's go back to my instance right here on the left. See, this is right here. Stop right here. Okay, that's the original instance. What? Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to say what? Launch what? Instance. Watch. Instead of some of these, I'm going to go back to my AMI. See that? This one right here. This is image of what? EBS Sydney 1 is. So I'm going to say what? Select. Remember that this one have exact same content the other one. So select. I can pick a same instance type. Okay. Here I want to pick what? VPC Sydney. I'm going to put public subnet number 1. Okay, public subnet enable, all that good stuff. Next, add what? Storage. Here I can do this one. I can increase it. Again, look at this, terminate all that, or I can add what? A volume, which I'm not going to do right now. Next, add tag. Give name. Then I say what? Let's say call it EBS Sydney 2. So this is going to be what? Number 2. That's another server, okay? Then we say next, security group. Again, I want to select the security group, and I'm going to pick this one, which has what? RDPH, all of that, review, and what? Launch. This is for nothing is important to the word, no big deal. Launch. Now I'm going to pick what? This one. Okay? I want to pick what? That one. Acknowledge, right? Then what? Launch what? Instance. Okay? So I'm going to view instance. So this comes up. This is my what? EBS2 is image of this guy. Okay? Now look what's going to happen on the volume. Guess what? I got EBS1 exact what? Same thing again. It's exact duplicate. Now if that volume was 60 megabytes, you're going to see 60 megabytes and so on. Okay? Snapshot. This is image of a snapshot original I had. So AMI, this is AMI I use. This is new machine. Okay? Let me take this to the right side a little bit better. Well, I just said that. Let's call a base of my machine. Base machine. That's better name is for that. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back to my instance on the left, right here. Okay, I'm going to refresh. Oops, sorry about that. Now this is redoing that, right? Refresh it. Now look at here. If this has a new IP address, when I right click this, if it's finished, I say go to. Let's see if I can ping. I'm going to copy this. Go back here. See, the other ones I cannot ping because the other one's shut down. So ping that guy. So I can ping that. That's good. That machine up. Let me go and right click and say go to. Let's see if we can get that website again. Alright, now look at this. I got exact what? Same as what? This side. So this machine is duplicate of that machine is, okay? It's very important. Now let's go connect to that machine. Alright. So I'm gonna go what? Click what? Connect. Now here's the key, you gotta be careful. Watch this. If I say click connect, I want to get password, right? See, it's not available. Why is that? That's the key part. The password, you have to use the same password as what? The origin machine. So I don't have it. I have to get that origin machine password again, get the Windows password. Choose file again. I need what? Create decree password. Oops. Oh, here's the password right here. We'll copy that, right? So I'm going to go back to here and try what? Connect. I download this right here. I'm going to go here. I'm going to say connect. Now as this comes up, I'm going to put a password. So what I'm going to pause the video until that comes up.